Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're in the Americas, I'd like to greet you all a very happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you spend it with your loved ones, your friends, and your families. Apart from being a hobbyist photographer and videographer, I've actually worked in Amazon for quite a long time. Almost 10 years of my life has been spent with Amazon advertising, which I loved. It was a fun yet very challenging place to work at. But over the years, both as an employee and more importantly as a shopper myself, I wanted to understand how can I get the best possible deals on tentpole events like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I wanted to hop on real quick and hopefully provide you guys with tips to make sure that you invest in the right stuff. Here's a very rudimentary way in which the advertiser, Amazon, and you consumers can win with sales like these. I'm an advertiser. I work with Amazon so that I can get a product. Let's say, for example, the price of the product is 100. Advertiser and Amazon will make their own deals depending on the quantity of purchase, the replenish rate, etc., because it's good for an advertiser to sell more, even at a smaller margin, if it's going to be purchased a lot faster. Maybe Amazon will get it at 60 bucks a pop, which is a 40% discount. That's not all going towards the consumer. So maybe the consumer, when they buy it, it's going to be at 90, which is a 10% discount. That's still good, but what is the benefit of the advertiser in giving Amazon such a big discount, or any other retailer such a big discount? But Amazon, for example, has FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon. This way, the advertisers can use the network of warehouses that Amazon has to store those particular products. So that helps the advertiser in storage and maintenance. It also makes it easier for you to get your products quicker, because more warehouses near where you are, you get your product into like 2-day shipping, even same-day shipping. Another way is for Amazon ads. This makes it easier for manufacturer advertiser to have their products promoted, sent to the right people at the right time at the right place, so they're encouraged to buy it more. They'll give more reviews, makes it easier for Amazon and advertiser to sell the stocks that they have, and then it makes it better for you because you get the correct products targeted to you at the correct time. And the last part also is like Amazon has a giant cloud service called AWS. If an advertiser also uses Amazon for the storage of their data, there's a lot of services for the advertiser and Amazon to analyze your products, your audience, your consumer, so that they can work on the price better, they can target the correct people more accurately, and then they can be more efficient in terms of selling. So this is what you call a virtuous cycle, because this is a circle, happy, right? Amazon is in the middle, manufacturer is here, and then consumer is here. So what the advertiser invests in Amazon can then use so that they can pass along the service to the consumer, and the consumer can buy more products and go back to the advertiser. So it is a good flywheel. And then within here you have, these two, like AWS and Amazon ads, kind of like hasten that flywheel. Super simple. So does this mean that I should always just wait for a particular event to buy my items at a better price? Yes and no, because it's not sustainable to have the prices of your products at the lowest sustainable price point, because you won't be able to have R&D, develop new products, do more experiments, and provide other stuff. So sometimes there still needs to be markup. So back to the topic at hand. What are the best possible items that you should buy in any tentpole season? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Prime Day, and all of the others bigger sales that we have all throughout the year. First and foremost, it's important to buy the things that you need. You can make need as loose as you want. You can need it for yourself. You can potentially need it in the future. You can need it for possibly a gift, because Christmas is only a month away. Usually I use Black Friday, Cyber Monday to stock up on all of the possible things that I can buy for myself, for my friends, and my family, because I try to gift a lot. Though there will be brands and advertisers that will inflate their prices leading up to a tentpole event like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then drop it to a quote-unquote normal or just a little bit under normal price point to make that discount rate a little bit more enticing. It is a tactic that a lot of advertisers, a lot of brands would use, but it's not the most sustainable tactic because, people are now consistently looking and tracking prices online, and it's much more detrimental for a brand to have that negative publicity on inflating numbers and dropping it during these times that is more honest rate in terms of your additional offer, additional savings on the product. What we've been using for a very, very long time are services like Camel. Usually Camel and Amazon tracking prices or Walmart tracking prices or all of these e-commerce sites tracking prices. They kind of conk out or become gibberish around this time, but you don't really need to understand the look of this page. Another option will be Keepa. It's a price tracker history. Add the Google extension on your browser. What you could do is track the price of your item. You have like a year look back in terms of the pricing of this product. Going back to our first point, like let's buy things that we need. And for me, one of the things that I'm trying to prioritize is printing out memories. I've been seeing this Instax Square for a while. I've been considering it. The thing that's been making me hesitate in buying this is it's another instant print format. So it's the Instax Square format. And the thing that I've stocked a lot on is the Instax Mini. I actually have albums of my Instax Mini with photos of my friends in special events. I saw this and got me an idea. Oh, maybe let's check it out. Maybe it is a good deal. 89 bucks, 31% off. Sounds like a great deal, but if I just hover through my Google Chrome add-ons, click on my Camel or Caramelizer, I can see that this is quite a good deal. Like even in October, it was as high as $250. You can also see that there was a bit of time in 2021 that it was a little under 89 bucks, but not a lot. So generally this is a fairly good deal, but it kind of made me think, I don't want to have another camera, another format of instant print. So I started looking at, what about the Evo? Evo is a little bit more expensive. This is an Instax Mini where you can choose which photo. So it's kind of like a mini digital camera. You can choose which photos in your dock would you want to print. You could also connect your phone straight to the camera. That's what I didn't realize. Like, I can directly print the stuff on my phone to my Instax Mini. So maybe I don't need the camera. Maybe I just need that Instax printer. So that's what I ended up on. Is I saw the Instax Mini Link printer. I can shoot from my mirrorless camera, USB-C it straight to my phone, and then print it out. This is like the habit I've started on doing whenever I'm on Amazon. Just look at Camel and see what is the record of this particular printer. So as you can see, it has always been at $90. It has currently 11% off. So, Camel tracks it at $89. It's $79 right now. So this is a good deal. Now it's on my cart. Generally, if you really want to get the best deals on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, think about the actual product that you are buying. Most of the products that are generational, that are quick, that has a very, very quick product life cycle, if they pump out a new version every year and a half, 2 years. Those are the ones that will have the widest variance because as a manufacturer, I do not want to hold my old stock. I want to liquidate that even at a little bit of a thinner margin to make space for my new product. So usually that's why, the Amazon Echo Show devices, tablets are always at a very, very good discount. One, because it's Amazon store. They don't have additional overhead on that. It's what they manufacture. It's what they want to sell. So you want to look at those products. But usually the best deals happens on TVs, of course. And for us, hard disk drives and memory cards are always kind of like the new hotness. HDDs are up to 46% off. Confirm that with Camel. But you also see the drives and memory from like SanDisk and Lexus external memory. Those are the ones that I always look at in every single tentpole event for a few things. You can catch the changing of the generation at a really, really good time. Even if you don't have the newest generation, that doesn't mean that the product is bad. It's just that there's something a little bit better. And then that little bit better might not be maximized with your gear currently. So I always look at that. And also, we'll always need extra external hard drive. We always need backup. We're taking more footage. We're taking more photos. So we always want to just like back that up not only on the cloud, but also on some form of storage. So those are always the things that I look at. So specifically what I'm going to buy a lot So the SanDisk 256 gigabyte SD card V30. 30 you'll get away with a lot. Like, most of, we started at, V10. So like V30s, your A6700, your ZV-E10s, most of the DSLRs and mirrorless cameras will run this smoothly. If you're running mostly, 1080 up to maybe 4K 30, 4K 60, you might have a little bit of issues there when it's a little too hot or whatnot. But if you're filming or shooting maybe at 4K 60, you'll be more than enough here. And I love this particular deal because when I reviewed this on Camo, you can see that when it was even just as recent as last year, it was pushing close to $70, maybe around $65 around here. And now you can get it at a whopping $29, $30 for 256 gigabytes. Pop 2 of these and you're good for a day, maybe multiple day of shootings too. There's plenty of other sites that have their top 5, top 10 best camera stuff. I like going through the process with you guys. So for me, I already have a camera, I already have a drone, I have a couple of action cameras. One thing that I've been looking and getting into for a very, very long time now are FPVs. I don't want to build my own, therefore I'm kind of have defaulted to the DJI pre-built ones, and I'm very familiar with the DJI system because I do also have a Mini 3 Pro. So I've been following the Avata, and the Avata combo actually has a very, very solid deal on Amazon. If you can go through like a retailer like an Amazon or Walmart, only because the returns will be a little bit easier. Usually when you buy from Amazon and there's a manufacturer defect, if you just want to return it, you can just easily go to where you bought it on Amazon, request a return, and then you'll have pre-printed instructions that you can that you can print a label, put it in a box, and you drop it off your UPS. On some locations you could also drop it on a Whole Foods location, unbox, and they'll repackage it for you. That's much more for the convenience, and they're a little bit quicker on the refund or replacement. That doesn't apply to new releases though. Of course, if you're a new release before it goes to the retailers, most of the units will be on the manufacturer themselves, so maybe that's different. But if you're looking for something a generation after, or it's been out for a while, I highly suggest going through a retailer like Amazon. So I've been looking at the Avata, going through the same exercise again, looking at Camo. Within this month, it was as high as $1,500 or $1,411, the combo that I'm looking at, the ProView combo. For me, a very, very solid deal. However, the things that are making me hesitant buying this is I just don't know enough about FPVs, whether I'm gonna use it to its full potential. I already know it's a good deal because people have been raving about the Avata. I don't need a super pro FPV, but right now I'm not willing to invest $1,000 on a new flying camera system. Before we move on to other sites other than a big retailer like Amazon or Walmart, I was just gonna show you what's in my cart right now, and some of the things camera related that I've been following for a while that I'm going to pull the trigger around this time. So you guys might have seen my previous video about my ProMaster Chronicle amazing multi-purpose tripod. It is also a monopod. It also has a desktop tripod. It is amazing. I love it. However, I am traveling to the Philippines for the Christmas holidays. This is a little bit too big. I started researching other travel tripods, and I eventually ended up debating between the Ulanzi carbon fiber tripods or the Sure carbon fiber tripods, and I eventually ended up looking at the Sure carbon fiber tripod, the Traveler X. They have a bunch of different series. They have the X with the AT1, which is the video tripod head. They have X1 version, which is carbon fiber but a different head, and also an X2 version, the newest version, with like a slimmer, better head. So I just wanted the cheapest, lightest tripod that I can bring so that I can film a little bit more in the Philippines. I put this on my cart a few days ago when it was $99, And that's what you need to understand about retailers like this. Sure might give Amazon 1,000 tripods at that price, but after those 1,000 tripods are done at that price, it reverts back to maybe the next tier of saving. At 99 bucks, it was around 33% savings. Now I'm down to 20%. So I should have bought it a couple of days ago. You know, it was like originally at the start of the year, it was $150 tripod, which is a solid price for a slimmer, tinier, very light carbon fiber tripod that folds down. I saw it, yes, at around the $99 mark. Here it's marked at $94 a couple of days ago. Good thing to note here is like the deal, although it is being publicized or promoted during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the $94.99 or sub $119 price actually was started on and off in October. That's a good and bad thing to feel, because one, you can say like, all right, cool, I might have another opportunity at a better price, not tied to a Black Friday Cyber Monday event, but that's also making me feel that, oh, I'm not getting the ultimate deal on Black Friday. I'm buying stuff to enhance the gear that I already have. I'm getting like a stabilizer handle for my gimbal. I'm getting an iPad mount so I can stick my iPad on my C-stand whenever I'm shooting or filming. So those are the things that I wanted to get. But I'm also starting to build my Christmas list for my nephews. So I have some Roblox here. And then as I mentioned, I am getting the Instax printer and some additional Instax film. So those are the stuff that I bought. Just to close this video out, it's also best to go to other retailer sites or other enthusiast sites, because they also cut their own deals with the manufacturer. Sometimes slightly better or slightly longer, like a big retailer than Amazon, depending on the times. Because for example, if I am Sony and I give retailer X 100 and retailer Amazon 1,000, retailer X gets 20% off, Amazon gets 25% off, but after 500, Amazon goes down to 15% off. So all in all, there are still savings there. However, like, because bigger retailers may run out of the unit at a particular discount a lot faster, it's also always good to have a little backup. The places that I love looking at camera gear the most, apart from the usual Adorama and B&H, I'm sure a bunch of people are already doing videos about that. I'm gonna put a shout on Moment, because they have a lot, you know, not scientific, but they have a lot of cooler stuff. And their filters, their VNDs, their Cineblooms. Right now, I'm switching my filters from one lens to the other. Slowly, depending on the deals that I see on their sites, I buy more and more like individual VNDs and certain lenses, so I never have to take them out. They always are very, very clear about the deals that they have. One of the things that made my eyes a little pop is, in my research for tripods, everybody's number one choice would be a Peak Design carbon fiber tripod, but that is gangbusters expensive. It's $598 without a sale. So when I went to moment.com and consequently also at the Peak Design site, which we'll show a little bit later, it is $194 off. So it's for the first time ever, for the first time that I've followed this, the price is almost reachable. Unfortunately, it's still $454. I'm going with the $100 carbon fiber tripod for my particular trip, because I can't justify enough trips to buy a $500 carbon fiber tripod when I have a bunch of different tripods again. That led me to go to the Peak Design site, and you know, right now they have this like retro feel site. It's pretty amazing, and they have a little bit more of like an extended sale. It's up until the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, but everybody's familiar with the capture clip. I love the capture clip, but also they have Peak Design straps. Their bags have always been top notch. So some people like their everyday bags. I am a nomadic Peter McKinnon person myself, but they have deals on all of them for this particular week. These are still quality bags. Like if they even if they launch a version X of any of these bags, tripods, and straps, these versions right now will last you a lifetime as well. So take a look at Peak Design, take a look at Moment. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for hanging out. Again, this is my process. I like investing on good things that I will use or I can share. I also have limited resources. I don't have sponsors that will, I've reached out to a lot of these a lot of these manufacturers to give me some samples so I can review it for them and test it for them. I'm not at that level yet, but I'm working towards it. If this has been of any value, I'd love for you guys to, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue this discussion. What are you purchasing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.